for Central Avenue here in town. I prepared a statement and I'm giving copies to. Thank you, I appreciate that. Mayor Fox directly threatened me at the last council meeting when he said, "I'd be careful with that if I were you," in response to me telling him I believe he's embezzling my tax dollars. I sent an email to the Monmouth County Prosecutor Investigator Ryan Mahoney indicating my desire to file an IA complaint against Mayor Fox. In addition to my internal affair complaint he is currently handling against Chief Guida, I filed with him on November 1st. The July 2023 petition, which currently has nearly 275 Bradley Beach resident signatures, asking the Attorney General to assign a special prosecutor to investigate the criminal network operating within our borough, has been ignored by New Jersey Attorney General Matthew Blackton's office. On Friday, I started a second petition directed to the New Jersey Attorney General, which currently has 400 signatures in support, demanding the immediate termination of Chief Guida. Because Mayor Fox improperly and unilaterally accepted Chief Guida's retirement against Borough Attorney Greg Cannon's legal opinion, he seeks the advice and consent of the entire council body, is therefore not a valid action. Mayor Fox released his timeline of events to News 12. He stated he spoke with Chief Guida on November 10th. Then, in accordance with state guidelines, he said, on November 17th, the prosecutor became involved 9 days after it occurred, which is in fact not in accordance with the state guidelines, according to the IAPP manual, page 3, which states, where a preliminary investigation indicates the possibility of a criminal act on the part of the subject officer, the county prosecutor must be notified immediately. No further action should be taken, including the interviewing of or the filing of charges against the officer until the county prosecutor so directs. I personally sent an email reporting the November 9th incident to the Monmouth County Prosecutor Ryan Mahoney on November 14th, 3 days before Mayor Fox claims the borough first met with prosecutors on November 17th. I do not believe that Mayor Fox ever reported the matter. It was only after my notification as a private citizen, the prosecutor's office became aware, and they reached out to Mayor Fox when they began their investigation of my report to them. Mayor Fox and Chief Guida have demonstrated by their own inaction and their failure to notify the prosecutor immediately on the night of the incident that they were fully intending to cover up this criminal matter in an attempt to protect Chief Guida. That's how criminal networks operate. I have been unsuccessfully trying to contact the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office by way of multiple documented emails and voicemails with no response. I want to ask why no criminal charges have been filed against Chief Guida for his actions. I want to inform them of important and relevant facts I uncovered they should be aware of, such as it appears upon information and belief Chief Guida and the DUI driver Ken Winnick know each other personally. Because Chief Guida showed up off duty and attempted to interfere with the criminal investigation, obviously under the influence of alcohol himself, as was Mr. Winnick, it is of great interest and concern there are reports circulating Mr. Winnick and Chief Guida were seen out together prior to the DUI accident. In 2015, Chief Guida went to court to litigate against the PBA to give his authority to check the officer's cell phone records, specifically calls and text messages. Therefore, under the current circumstances and by his own legal argument, Chief Guida should have no objection to making his own cell phone records available to determine if, in fact, Mr. Winnick's cell phone was in contact with Chief Guida's cell phone on November 9th. Because the Monmouth County Prosecutor and the New Jersey Attorney General, Mr. Blackton's office, for some unknown reason, seem to not want to or are not capable of properly and thoroughly investigating these critical data points, we the people are calling on a seasoned investigative reporter to please do the job the authorities seem to not want to do. For reasons and facts I've outlined tonight before this governing body, the media and the public would clearly demonstrate criminal network of collusion and subversion operating within our municipal government. We, the people of the Bradley Beach, demand an immediate resignation of you, Mayor Fox, current acting BA Meredith DeMarco, volunteer BA Greg Fehrenbach, as well as ex-BA and current QPA Kimberly Humphrey. Then, and only then, will this borough be able to begin to heal and to correct the havoc and damage the aforementioned individuals have wreaked upon this community.
Thank you. Lieutenant Browning, you're responsible for this group that initials IA
I am the IA commander for the Veterans Street.
You're the IA commander, internal affairs commander.
Yes, every department has to have a commander that's, oversees the internal affairs unit, as a point of contact and.
Were you on the scene on the 9th? Or after, just after?
Yeah, I was.
You were in the
I was
building.
involved- I've been in from the moment this incident occurred, I was involved.
When did you report that to the Monmouth County Prosecutor's Office?
You referenced it was an accurate statement. I didn't report it the next day,
So that would be November 10th,
November 10th. Yes.
the day after. So just to clear the record, that was done exactly the way it should have been, and Monmouth County Prosecutor's review with me was after they had, I guess, 5 working days to review the information and then sit down with me and brief me. That's basically what happened.
It's always very difficult to talk about this because it's a passionate topic and we appreciate everyone's, concern over it. I mean, obviously this affects our members of the police department more than anybody.
Absolutely.
There's things we have to do by the Attorney General guidelines and we 100% followed everything.
Absolutely.
We had to do and were required to do, above and beyond because we want to be protected. Ultimately, I don't want to be held responsible for not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Exactly.
It's tricky because there's a lot of confidentiality that goes on with it.
Mhm.
You have to kind of trust the process. I know that's very hard for members of the public to understand. But you have to trust the process and ultimately, this is a very involved investigation with a lot of things going on. And at some point, everything will finally become clear and accessible, but there are things and timelines that you have to adhere to. And there's ways to get information and there's things that we don't control. I have no control over what the prosecutor's office does. I have no control over, what you're the appropriate authority over the chief. So like, there's certain things that I do, certain things that you do, certain things that the prosecutor's office does. We work together for the best possible outcome, which, I think is what we, strive for. And I mean, I can't really make a comment because it's not.
I wasn't asking to make a comment. I was just asking,
Right.
I wanted to just get on the
So-
record correct information around the date.
Yeah,
And you did exactly
would
what
like
you were
to-
supposed to do.
Yeah, I would like to just make it known that the police department and me as the IA commander, we did everything we're supposed to do according to the timeline. I've been in touch with the prosecutor's office for, more the last couple of months than probably my entire 28-year career.
As have I.
So I mean, that's, because hopefully that, there's a little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Might ask more questions, I don't know.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll do my best.
Council President, did you take over?
Oh, sure. I'm taking over. All right.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Shannon, come on up.